We met through work, and he worked over the road. He was an engineer then. He'd come over with reports and things, and I sort of took a fancy to him. So I sent him a Valentine's card. Didn't sign it or anything, but I think his friend realised it was from me. So he asked me out, and we went to a barn dance, of all things, the one and only time we've ever done anything like that. He's just a lovely person, you know. He's just gentle. His name Gentle, but he was very gentle and kind. Just loved his family. You know, everything was for his family, really. Yeah, lovely. And we were married at Halloween the same year. Didn't seem quick at the time, mind you. Ian became unwell with some chest infections in 2013. One after another, sort of couple, and then they sent him for a chest x-ray after that because they didn't know why it kept happening. And then they sort of saw a shadow or something then on his lung. They asked him had he worked with asbestos, which he had. Obviously he was from being an apprentice in the power stations. So they suspected it really from the start. And eventually he was diagnosed with it in April of 2015. The night before he died, it was just terrible. It was just like he was drowning, waking up and drowning like every 20 minutes or so, and that went on from about 9 o'clock till about 4 o'clock in the morning. I said to him, I wish we could just run away from all this, but of course you can't, can you? It's just, you've got to go with it and do whatever you've got to do. And, you know, it's all very sudden, really. Well, it seems quite sudden after that. He actually died in the November of that year then. You know, Ian's not here and it's just not the same. It's awful. People must have known the dangers of asbestos and that, but I suppose that's the way it was then. It just wasn't, you know, sort of they should have had more protective things, but they shouldn't have been doing it in the first place, I suppose. But there you are, that's your job and that's what you're told to do, you go and do it, don't you? Once you get the diagnosis, everything sort of takes over. You're sort of swept along on it, to be honest. You know, you're told straight away you need to get legal advice and that. So Slater and Gordon were the ones really that we were recommended to go to. They were really, really good though. They just led everything through, you know, like it was no onus on me to do anything really, you know, everything was taken over and done for us, which was good. Because I think with it, they know that sort of time is of the essence really. Got a little grandson now as well. Theo was born in June of 2015. So Ian had 5 months exactly with him actually. It was 5 months to the day before Ian went, and it was lovely. Yeah, that was nice. It was lovely for him. But yeah, wish it had been longer.